Hello, my fellow fatties and member of the Fat Ass Army. How are you guys doing today? We are continuing on with Soda Dungeon 2. I did make a mistake, and I apologize for that in advance. I was letting my characters run through the dungeon randomly, and they made it to level 699, which we were at like 650 before, so I apologize that we've missed 40 levels. That's okay, though. I'm sure I'm not going to complete level 700 for some time. With our Huntress to start, we're going to have to take a little rest. Ooh, a whole bunch of nurses. Well, I don't have to have them in order necessarily, so we know we're going to take at least two Blade Masters now, and then another Huntress. Then I'll swap their order around. I want a Huntress first and a Huntress second. Actually, you know what? I don't know how this boss hits, so I'm going to have a Huntress and a Blade Master on either side. We're going to get rid of these freaking geodes. I don't understand why we're still equipping these. I have to sell those. I'll even give you a luck ring instead. Pretty much just giving everybody an iron ring. And then for everybody, yep, and then we're gonna go in here, sell. Oh, we got a royal sword, cool. And sell all the geodes. I don't need the extra ore. We need, power. Need to essentially beat these guys. Alright, so level up. We have the Blade of Virtue, which we got to level 10, which is awesome. We have another one here. This is our most powerful weapon by far so far. This one's closing in on me. Okay, good enough, and good enough. We don't need the staff. We can't buy any stones this run, regrettably, but that's okay. We do have a lot of gold, though. One thing I did buy was the health meter upgrade. So we can now see the health of every enemy. It's permanently visible. The next thing I'd like to buy is the clock, because it doubles the speed. So essentially, instead of doing 2 times, we'd be doing 4 times, which would just get us through the levels a bit quickly. But you can see how much it is. Might end up buying this before we cash out of the tavern. And I think we own... Oh, we don't own the wizard, but honestly I don't picture using the wizard, so... If we're still struggling with this after a few runs, I might try the wizard, but the problem is he'd be starting off at level 0, right? So... I'm going to manually play through this a little bit, because I don't want them using their magic until the boss if they don't have to. I don't know why I didn't double attack with the... What is this? Attempts to stun the target for 1 turn. Yeah, having the Huntresses lined up where they are is actually proving to be quite beneficial for damage-wise. I made the mistake that I said I wasn't going to make again, and I put the nurse in 6th spot. Although it's seeming like I'm probably not going to have to worry about any of them until... I say that, and then I immediately get smacked. I shouldn't have to worry about any of them until the boss. But to be fair, on level 699, I don't think I'm going to be able to kill all of them in 1 turn anyway. So with the nurse, I'm going to do a heal. We're going to do a solo heal because we don't need to waste the mana for a party heal. They hit for a lot because these guys don't have the extra health, right? And they're only level, I think they're level 22 now or 23. Becomes a telephone with 8,000 health. Okay. Burned. Let's see if we can stun. Stunned. Nice. Okay, so we have a full round of attacks that we don't have to worry about. This one's not as immune to everything. Not immune to anything. So if you can poison him at the same time, why not? Oh! Wow. Okay, so, we stand a very good chance of beating this boss. Depending on how hard he hits, I guess. Oh, he's unstunned, so let's see if we can stun him again. Ah, resisted it. Okay. Already poisoned, already... Okay, so we're just gonna heal. Blade Master. What is this? Ooh, that was a lot of damage. Let him back on fire. Resisted it, that's fine. At least we have 2 chances to stun. He may be resisting it because he was... Oh, we don't even have to stun. Look at that. 72 health. Done. We just beat Dimension 7, ladies and gentlemen, in only 2 videos. We are doing significantly better than we used to. So we're moving on to Dimension 8. I wish I had some auto credits. I would play through this dimension a bunch of times just to get enough gold to get that 500 million, but oh well. We know that we can sell all of our weapons and armor because they do not carry over with us. So let me try to zero out, but I want to keep 40 of each resource that I have and 5 of each gem that I have. Liquidate. Yeah, see, it's only 15. Okay. Wizard. I'm just skipping through his dialogue because all he's doing is open up the portal. Before we go in the portal, though, let's quickly grab Blade Master, and Nurse. Oh no, we sold all of our weapons. Well, I guess we're just doing a... That's good enough. I didn't think about that. I mean, we're still going to beat this, but I wanted to do Warrior. I managed to beat Warrior 3 the other day. I wanted to do Warrior 4, but without new weapons, there's no way we're going to complete Warrior 4, because their health is pretty high after level 10. I want to say a huge and special thank you to all of my viewers, subs, and fans. Our first video reached over 500 views. We have our second video closing in on 500 views. And overall, in 2.5 weeks, we have hit over 1,100 views, over 80 hours watched. We've reached out across the globe. We have 45 subscribers, which is awesome. I know we're still a long way off, but you know what? We're far surpassing the goals that I had set for myself. So I'm really, really proud of this. As I said, I'm not in this to become a partner on anywhere or to be making millions of dollars. I'm just here to try to provide some entertainment. And if anybody likes it, well, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you continue to. You'll be seeing this video after the first South Park Fractured But Whole video is uploaded. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I'm not doing commentary for South Park, and that's strictly because there is so much commentary involved in that game already. I feel like I would be over-talking the characters, and Trey Parker and Matt Stone do a phenomenal job of making you laugh, of being very insensitive, but either way, it's just really, really good for... I'm going to take physical attack for sure. They're just very, very good at what they do, and anything that I do would just undershadow the video. So I'm just allowing that one to do its own dialogue. Any super dialogue-heavy games that I do, I'm just going to let the dialogue do it itself. It calls itself Very Noble. He's the last in line of a family of Dark Lords, resulting in the dungeon falling under his control. Okay. Family drama, and I thought I had issues. To a corporate office building so I could pretend creatures inside were my employees. Maybe that was actually just a dream. Anyway, go see what's up with this guy. Then give me all the details. Talk to the Lord of Light. So, did you see the reward for that? Absolutely nothing. Gotta talk to the wizard first. I always kind of skip the dialogue a little bit because most of the time the dialogue's not hugely popular or hugely interesting. Alright, so we can do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. We forgot to make iron bars. now we're going to waste an awful lot of our gold. Shoot. We forgot to make leather. See, this is all stuff I should have done last run. I don't need silver or... No. Iron ring is rather 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dark amulet. No, I don't need that though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, it's not going to go as well as it went last time, but I mean, it's not going to go any worse either. At least I can level up a sword or two. There we go. Alright, so I mean, we got some decent stuff to start. That's fine. I just realized I should have spent the rest of my gold, though, on turning it into essences. So that was a stupid move on my part. Soda. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, and yes, but that might have been a bad idea because I don't think I have enough gold to be able to hire any of them. Okay, I have enough to hire one. Soda junkies are free. Nurse is 40. Miner is 25. And carpenter is 10. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to swap around a little bit. I want the miner first. And the carpenter second. Mainly because the carpenter is going to be using his nail ability, and I want the miner first in case there is mining ore, because he will mine it before anybody else attacks. So meaning if there is a mining ore that comes up like with an enemy, then he'll mine it first before the enemy dies. As you can see, I mean, the enemies at this low level have such little health that... See? There we go, we got an iron ore, so we can build another sword. Or no, we can build a shield. We don't have two of them, we've only got one of them. So basically me paying attention is useless for the first hour, which is... This is why I try to do some of it when you guys aren't on the phone, because I don't want you sitting here waiting, but... I'm not picking. I forgot to shut off the auto pick though, so we're probably going to get a lot of negative RNG at the lower levels because we don't have good characters yet. Just messaging the wife real quick. She gave me a call, let her know that I'm recording at the moment. There, we got another one. And some more essence. I know we're only getting one essence at a time for now, but that's okay. See, I'd be a lot happier if this was double the speed right now. We'd make it through the dungeons faster. Especially at the lower levels. I'm hoping the nurse is going to do a group heal, but... For some reason, she only seems to heal when she gets damaged more than 50%, which I don't know if that's a flaw or what that is, but we'll have to find out. I'm waiting for another warp portal to show up. Hopefully a mine shaft. Like, I wish there was a way just to skip past X amount of bosses or whatever based on your strength and level versus their strength and level. I understand why there's not though. They want you to... They don't want the game to also be over in 5 minutes, right? Poison again. So that would give us 6 resists for the run so far. If that achievement really is 101 run, which I think it would have to be because I'm on Dimension 8, and there's no way I haven't resisted things 100 times by now. Because I've picked the bad fairy a lot. Okay, we're going to auto off for a second, because she's not going to do it, but we are. Because we still got 3 people poisoned who are losing 18 to 20 per tick, so... I mean, I would hazard a guess to how far we're gonna make it, but every time I do, I'm off by like 100 levels. You know what? I'm gonna say we're gonna make it to level 450. With this group, with only half of them having weapons, one of them using a bar stool, we're gonna make it to level 450. Oh shoot, I warped right before a boss. That was my stupidity. I forgot that the warp does about 6 levels now. When I first started the game, it only did about 4. And the only person you cannot warp past the janitor. Or, of course, the final boss. But... So now they just do their basic stuff, destroy that one, he destroys the next one on his own. More essence. So I leveled up the essence find. I think it's now at 5%. And I leveled up the ore find just to level 12 because I hate odd numbers. And I had the extra essence just enough to level that one. That's awesome. Couple leather shields, even though I have steel shields right now, or iron shields right now. Random. And of course I got warp anyway. See, this time I only warped 4 levels, so it's like when I'm about to fight a boss, it'll warp you 6. But when I'm not that close, we'll just warp you 4. Sorry if I sound a little bit off, I have the sniffles a little bit. Not a cold, thankfully. Well, I battled that last week, but still managed to get some recording done. And I wanted to get a few videos in this week, so I'm trying to post either daily or every second day at least to keep people interested. So yeah, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start alternating games. So I'll do Soda Dungeon once, and then I'll do... let's see what happens here. Oh, nice. I'll do Soda Dungeon once, then I'll do South Park The Fractured But Whole once, and then back to Soda Dungeon, South Park, etc., etc. Once I beat one of the games, so if I beat Soda Dungeon first, which I probably will, I'll do another indie game in its place. So like a lesser known, may not be an indie game, but like a lesser known game, Evil Land or something like that. And then when I beat South Park, I'll do another AAA title, which looks like it's going to be Dragon Quest IX, and I'll be completely honest with you. Oh, I love his armor. Wow. I'll see you at level 800. Yep, so that's completed. That's really cool armor, actually. Anyway, I'll do another AAA title. It's looking like it's probably Dragon Quest IX for the next one. Although I'm going to host another vote, and this time I'm only going to put AAA titles, because for indies I'll just select my own. Unless any viewers want to leave comments down below and let me know what indie titles would that you'd want to see, or what lesser known titles you'd want to see. I have about, as I said, 600 or 700 games on Steam, and I'd say 80% of them are lesser known or indie titles, ranging from like $1 to $5. Some of them obviously I wouldn't play because they wouldn't make any sense on stream. But, I'm sure vote-wise that Dragon Quest IX is probably going to win after South Park though, and that one's going to be, I want to say, at least a 30, maybe 40-parter, because that is a long game. Especially grinding. I grind a lot of levels in the beginning, because trust me, with that game, you are absolutely gonna have to grind at some point. There's no way I could ever picture anybody beating that game without grinding at some point. So I'd rather grind all my stuff right out at the beginning, get my characters as powerful as I can, unlock as many abilities as I can, and then I'm not as worried later on in the game. I can just enjoy the story content. That is also another game that is very dialogue rich. So I think a lot of my AAA titles, there probably won't be too much commentary, and that's only because most AAA titles are very dialogue heavy. Whereas most indie titles and smaller titles are, like, there's a lot of reading, but there's not really much talking. Most of them choose not to do voice actors and stuff like that, so. Well, we can afford the warp. Let's do it. I'm wondering if that's actually a thing, where it only warps you 4 if it's between the 101 and the 105, and it warps you 6 if it's after, like, the 106 to the 110. Because that's what I've been seeing so far. Yeah, see, the nail actually does a decent amount of damage. That quest that we completed for doing the nail 50 times or whatever, it doubled the nail damage. Looks like we might be able to level up our new 1 health, come on. Our new essence a few times, hopefully, by the end of this run. Some extra physical attack is never a bad thing. And physical attack percentage is, of course, better than just standard physical attack, because... So right now I think we have plus 90 physical attack. Do a percentage instead, and it's based on what they already have plus that plus 90, right? So... Although I should really focus on damage reflection, that should kind of always be my go-to. I want to see an enemy hit me to see how much damage they take right now. I should be paying attention when I get ambushed. See, even gold's good right now because it just gave me enough to unlock the Huntress, so... And we know how many levels the Huntress can get us. She can probably get us to level 700 easy. Just by having like 2 of them in the party. Alright. Oh no. She poisoned the entire left half. It's funny. I guess I shouldn't keep my mouse over the health so that you guys can actually see it. As soon as they are done their poison, okay. Once the nurse gets a turn, which probably won't be for another few levels, but no, it should be right here. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick group heal. And then there we go, right back to where we were. So now we're already starting to get to the 2 attacks to win, but I noticed I kind of messed up a little bit on the way that I set up the characters. I should have swapped the Soda Junkies, because all the people with swords are on the right hand side, or I guess the 2 people with swords are both on the right hand side. But we do have the Carpenter with that nailed ability on the left hand, so... And I mean, the Soda Junkie has burp as well if he needs to use it. I would hope he wouldn't use it in the 3rd spot though, because then he'd be facing the creature towards all the people who get a back attack. I'm just go ahead. Go ahead, RNG. Good, we for sure got enough to hire a team with the Huntress on it next level, so... I usually say I'd like to get at least 500 gold, or 5,000 gold more than what it costs to unlock the character. Because as you've seen, refreshes can cost, they're only 20 gold if I do it with nobody in my party, which I usually do until I get a couple Huntresses, and then the price just kind of changes depending on how many party members I have. If anybody as well, any viewers, have any tips on how to make my mic sound a little bit less hollow, or it could just be the room, I guess, because I'm in my living room. It's pretty big. But if you do have any advice, that'd be great. Any settings I can change, etc. As I said, I'm essentially brand new to this. I did some streaming a while back, not for long, but just to raise some money for charity. I do want to let you guys know that any game giveaways that I've gotten here, I really haven't paid much for. I haven't paid more than $1 for any of the games that I have for giveaway, and some of them are worth 40, 50 bucks that'll be coming up. Again, that's through a potential sponsor that I'll talk about in the future, and I'm working on getting a creator code from, so you can actually download their service with my creator code and get a little bit of a bonus. But on top of that, the other big thing I'd like to say is when it comes to game choices and gameplay, stuff like that, as I said, I'm brand new to the uploading style. I did do some streaming before, but it was all on Twitch, so there was never any uploading of videos. So if there's anything you think I should do differently, the only thing, of course, I know some people say is a webcam. I do have a webcam. I would just prefer only to use that for streaming, or at least not using it in this game or South Park, because I can't find a place to properly put the webcam where it's not going to cover up important details of the game. Like right now I'm thinking top left-hand corner might work for this game, but for South Park, there's literally no spot I can put it that it won't cover up visuals. And I don't want to miss out on any of the gameplay or the story, right? And where I'm not talking in South Park anyway, there's no point in having a webcam, because it'll just be me sitting here rubbing my hair, playing on a controller. Because with South Park I'm using my Xbox remote as opposed to my keyboard. Any game that I can use a remote, I prefer using a remote. And it's not even an Xbox remote, it's like one of those third-party, a little uncomfortable in my hands, but it works. I mean, heck, I'm even wearing my Xbox headset for the audio for this. If you think the audio of the game is too high or too low, let me know as well. Obviously, I want you to be able to hear my voice, but I do want you to be able to hear the game as well. The game audio, I know it's monotonous, but I've said it 100 times and I'll say it 100 more. I actually enjoy the soundtrack for this game. Very retro, very 80s and 90s, which is awesome. This game was created in 2010, I believe. And I played it on my phone a lot, but I prefer it on the PC. Just I use a television as my monitor, so it's quite large on the PC. Okay, we're closing on level 200. Remember, I said 450, so let's see how close we get to that number. We're starting to get to the point where a lot of these guys are taking 2 hits to kill though, so we're going to start taking some damage soon. Well, except for the back attacks, we're still good. Wow. That nailed ability, wow. Really good against bosses. Just praying the nurse doesn't start poisoning people. It's really more of an inconvenience on mana than it is anything else. I got my puppers laying staring at me. She's laying over on the other couch and wondering why I'm talking to myself. As I said, I have a 3.5-year-old boxer. She's 3 for sure. And I got 3 kids, all under the age of 7. Mind shaft. Well, all 7 and under, sorry, I should say. And the light of my life. So, what I was going to say earlier, I just remembered. My train of thought was gone there for a second, but when it comes to the YouTube channel, the Twitch channel, so when I'm streaming, I'll be streaming on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook Gaming, and Trovo. If you haven't signed up for Trovo, absolutely I recommend it. It's an awesome platform with a lot of indie creators. A lot of the people from Mixer went to Trovo because they like the smaller group aspect instead of the large Like, I don't mind YouTube. I don't mind Twitch. It's not like it used to be. I mean, I used to spend sometimes 6-7 hours a day watching Twitch. I don't really watch it at all anymore since most of the big people left or were permabanned. My final straw was when Dr. Disrespect was kicked off. I was essentially done with Twitch. They'd already lost Shroud, they'd already lost Ninja, and while I didn't always like the games Ninja played, I liked his personality. He was very interactive with his fan base. I think the only person left on Twitch who I really enjoy is Tim the Tatman. Tim the Tatman and Shroud are the reasons why I want to stream, and Dr. Disrespect is one of the reasons why I wanted to upload videos. So with my channel, what I'm doing is 50% of any money raised through donations, video views once I'm a partner, if I become a partner, and any sponsorships or advertising space that we sell is going directly to a mental health charity in Canada. So for 7 years, I've been doing what's called World's Worst Commissions, where I draw really bad sketches at comic conventions, because I'm not an artist. And all the money that I raise goes directly to mental health charities. So what I do is every year, I contact the Mental Health Association of Canada, and I ask them what the lowest funded mental health charity was for that year, for that fiscal year, and that is who I make whatever donation it is to. I mean, the donations have never been huge. I think the largest donation I made in a calendar year was $950, but even $950 it was a veterans charity that had only raised $600 for the year. I mean, it was a huge help. Over the past 7 years, we've managed to raise about $5,500 through different means, through my World's Worst Commissions, when I was streaming, any donations I gained from streaming, and there's an event in Miramichi, New Brunswick, Canada, called SheCon. It's Miramichi-Con, where we did a charity auction, and that charity auction raised about $600. So that was, and the only reason that wasn't our best year for donations was because that was last year, so it was the only convention before COVID hit. And of course this year, basically every convention has been canceled because of COVID and us not being able to be in the same room together. So, screw COVID, and hopefully the vaccines work. I am waiting for my vaccine as I'm an essential employee. Again, I'm not going to talk about my work. It's not appropriate, and just privacy issues, but I am considered an essential employee, so we are on the list to get vaccines soon. And for those who are asking, 100% yes, I am getting a vaccine. I'm not downplaying anybody who doesn't agree with vaccines. I agree everybody should be able to make their own choice about pretty much anything in life. As I said, the only thing on this channel that I'll never accept is racism, prejudice, bigotry, like just putting other people down for any reason. I'm not going to accept that. But if you want to have a conversation with me about why you don't agree with vaccines or things like that, I don't mind having a private conversation. If you want to teach me about your religion if I'm not familiar with it, again, in a private setting, I have no problems with that. I consider myself agnostic. I'll just say that now, and this will be the only time I mention it. So I do have a belief in something, I just don't know what that something is. Whether it be a god, gods, or just science, it's unexplainable to me, so that's why I've chosen the path I have. However, I have friends who are Muslim and have taught me about the Muslim faith. I have friends who are Jewish and have taught me about the Jewish faith, and I am always interested in learning about other races, other faiths, like their struggles, all of that. I'm 100% interested, and it's something that I pride myself on trying to become more knowledgeable about, because I believe that a huge reason why people don't understand other people is they don't bother taking the time to learn. And my life is, I want it to be about learning. I want it to be about understanding. I mean, with the Black Lives Matter movement that was and is still going on, I read up as much as I could and learned as much information as I could. I talked to my black friends, all of the ones that I have on my friends list, to find out, what it meant to them and what struggles they faced. And it's frightening. I mean, the Me Too movement and the Black Lives Matter movement are two movements that I have supported 100%. And after learning as much as I have about what women go through and what people of color go through, not just black, but Native, East Indian, Chinese, Japanese, it's amazing the amount of bigotry that they face on a daily basis. I read a lot of news articles when the COVID flu first started about Canadians, which we are known as a melting pot of culture. We're supposed to be the place where you go to be safe, and there was lots of cases where Canadians were cornering Asian people and blaming them for the flu, where people, because of President Trump, were calling it the Wuhan flu or the Kung flu, or whatever they were calling it. It just shows that people, again, don't bother understanding one another. They just are quick to judge and quick to treat each other with utter disrespect, and that's the type of stuff I do not want on my platform. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that stuff. I don't want to turn this into a giant debate in the comments or anything, and I don't want people to take offense. I just want you to know that if you don't want to watch somebody who supports Black Lives Matter, who supports the Me Too movement, who supports the LGBTQ, and I apologize, I don't know the rest of it, but who supports that community as well, then you don't want to watch my streams, because I support everyone's choice for freedom and to make the decisions that they want in their life. I believe that only you as a person knows what you are, what you want to be, and what you can do. I don't believe anybody else can tell you those things. I have a few friends on Facebook who actually just came out, who just realized that they were either pansexual or gay or bisexual, and you know what? 100% support for me. If they ever want to talk, I'm open to have a discussion. Again, I would love to learn how you came to that realization, just what feelings did you have that led you to that point? Sorry, when I go on a rant, I go on a bit of a rant, so let's get back to the game. So we are at level 255. I said 450, but we're starting to take a decent amount of damage now. Thankfully, our nurse still has a lot of mana. We're not taking a lot of damage, that burn damage is really getting to us. The nurse should heal here. Okay. Because the carpenter was getting kind of low, and actually, I'm going to shut the auto off because I'm going to get the nurse to heal again, just to get everybody back to full health. Basically, at least level 400 should be doable as long as we don't lose our nurse. If we lose our nurse, we're in trouble. But so far, it doesn't seem like they're targeting the nurse a lot. Boop. And the nurse will kill him. That's 4 essence, I believe, right? For a boss on level 200 plus, yeah. And this will be 2 essence. Uh-oh. One thing I am glad is when they have a back attack, or when they have a surprise round, they don't all get to attack first. That would be devastating. Like, that would wipe out a party probably. That would wipe out my party before level 300 for sure. And nice. Finally a good outcome. See, that's what I like about the Carpenter as well. He won't use his Nailed It ability if he knows that they're going to be able to kill it before the last guy goes. Once we reach the higher level bosses and the 6 of them can't take the bosses out, you'll actually notice that he'll start using the Nailed It ability more. probably gonna kill 2, injure the 3rd. Oh, we killed the 3rd. Nice. There we go. And he used the nailed it there because they probably would not have killed the boss. They would have had him down to around 50 health. I may end up having to cut the run short because, again, I don't want these videos to go too long for you guys. I know you're taking a lot of time out of your day to watch them, so, and we're already rolling up on 40 minutes. I don't want it to really go past an hour to an hour and 15 minutes at the most. I mean, I still remember one of my first videos was only 40 minutes because, as I said, from now on what I'm doing is I'm only doing a single run, unless in this situation where we beat the boss level first try. If it takes us 5 tries to beat the boss level, so that's 50 levels, that will be my video. Anything under 50 levels, I will continue on the next dungeon for 1 run. So the starting of each dungeon will probably be the longest video because, of course, most of this stuff doesn't really stand a chance until we reach level 300-400-ish. Okay, we are going to get hit a couple times here for sure. Okay, not enough damage though. The nurse isn't going to bother healing. There we go. I still can't believe that deals almost 300 damage now. That's awesome. And that's at what level he's at now. As he's, again, one of my, not lowest level, but he is a lower level character because I don't really use him. I used to use him for Dimension 1, 2, and 3, and then after that, I mean, it's basically Huntress, Nurse, Thief, and Blade Master now, right? So, and Soda Junkie. I always like having at least one Soda Junkie in there. Okay, she's got to heal this time. Is she going to though? Yeah, okay. I was nervous that I would have to take over for her and make her heal. Now we're getting to the point where we're starting to not defeat them as quickly. That could have been worse. He has Pyroblast, and that's the one that I hate the most. Why didn't he use... Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Archie. I will do my crafting and stuff though before I end this video. Well, depending on how long the video goes. If it's too long, then I'll just do my crafting next time. I'll probably just end up recording the next episode as soon as this one's done. That way I've got a couple in the basket. I've already got South Park will be released before this video, so you'll see that yesterday. And then my next South Park will be released tomorrow. I've already recorded 2 of them. Oh, he's asleep. Oh, 3 of them are asleep. Oh no. Oh no. Now 2 of them are on fire. So the question is, do I wait for the fire to tick down before I heal? No, I don't. I really don't. Because if I wait for the fire to completely tick down, there's a chance that, let's say the nurse gets hit, and then I don't have, if the nurse dies, and she doesn't get a heal off. I'll probably have to do another group heal once the fire damage is gone. It's got 1 more tick. I noticed that last tick it did 29 damage, so 43. So it really does go up every, it does go up every time. Just about at level 300, where we fight another janitor. But this one will take about 7 or 8 hits. Actually, I guess we'll see his health now, so. If you hear a little bit of tweeting in the background, I apologize. That is my parrot. I have a cat, a parrot, and a dog. My cat, God bless her soul, is 13 years old and regrettably is starting to show signs of that age. My parrot is 2,000 health, wow. My parrot is want to say 15, and they live to be like 30 to 40 years old, so I'm stuck with him for longer than my kids will be living at home. He's only half done his health, wow. Oh, 3/4. We should kill him this round, yep. Still, he lasted a lot longer than he did previous. Oh, it's the 3rd level. For some reason I was thinking it was the 2nd. 2nd level we should have killed him in like 7 hits. Now we're starting to get some essence though. Oh, thank God for that crit. I don't think we're going to make it to 450, boys and girls. I think that was a pipe dream. Because now we're getting to the point where they're actually starting to be able to hit us. Unless we get a bunch of healing fairies, I guess. We gotta find keys for that, though. Yeah, the nurse is gonna heal, which is gonna... Oh no, okay. I thought she was gonna heal, which would have taken away one of the turns. She should heal next time it gets to her, though. Wow. The miner's a little bit low, it surprises me that she didn't heal. Because I think I have it set to 60%, right? I wonder if that's just the healing fairy, and not the nurse. I think maybe I have to Soda script her heal to 60%. Probably defaults at like 50 or 40. Oh, again, that's one thing I wasn't paying attention to, was the damage reflection. So we'll see here. He's got 70 health, so he only took 4 damage. I mean, it's because it's a percentage of how much he deals, right? So I get that he's not going to take a lot, but the higher level bosses are going to take a piece. And like what the janitor did, where he attacked everybody at the same time, he would have taken damage reflection from all of the party members at the same time. Okay, she has to heal now. Okay. Oh, we're gonna get another 4 essence. We're actually doing pretty good in the essence pool. Really good in the gold pool too. We're gonna have enough to unlock the Huntress and the Dark Mage. If we can get to like 125k, then I can unlock the Huntress and the Blade Master instead, and I can just skip the Dark Mage. But I don't think we're gonna reach 125k for sure. Especially not when we're only gaining like 150 gold per kill. Although chests are giving us 1.1 to 1.5, so that helps. Still don't have a key. Please heal. Oh. I find sleep the worst one, because it's actually the one that takes the longest to come back from. I think it's 4 or 5 ticks that they sleep, which is... Why not poison us at the same time? Yeah, I called it. Wow. We've only got 2 people right now who... We've only got 1 person who's not status affected. That's funny. Of course, they're still asleep. There we go, they're woken up. But they are taking poison damage, so... She'll have to pop off another heal here soon. Well, she might not, because the miner still has a decent amount of health. Finally got a key. We're getting a lot of good items, though. I don't think I'm going to have to really craft anything for items. I'm going to have to check for bluestones to level some stuff up, but I really don't think we're going to have to craft any weapons or armor, because it seems like we're getting weapons and armor every time we beat a boss. It's not the best stuff in the world, but it's good for where we are, right? So basically my rule of thumb from now on is going to be, instead of 50 levels, I'm going to say 100. As long as I complete 100 levels, I'm only doing a single run. If I complete less than 100, I'll do 2 runs. I mean, obviously in this type of case, where we've completed 339 levels so far, this video is going to be quite a long one. I'd like to try to make my videos closer to like 30-35 minutes for the most part, but it's really hard when you're starting the dungeon because my characters are so strong that they can just make it so far, right? I mean, I didn't do a whole lot other than run. I got a frog shield. So I got a couple gem slot items so far. Yeah, see, now we're 4-shotting them, which is not great. Oh, this is gonna hurt. She's gonna heal. You're gonna deal not enough to kill them because there is no back attack for us right now. But you're gonna kill that one. He's gonna get another strike. She's gonna heal next chance she gets because the carpenter is low on health. Problem is, again, we're only killing 1, so they're getting 2 strikes off every turn now. When the nurse heals, at least. I hate the fact that they're left there with 9 health. Like, come on. You know, if you had huntresses, that wouldn't happen. I didn't think she was going to heal. She'll heal after this one, though, I'm sure. Oh, no. They didn't hit anybody who's already damaged, so... Carpenter doesn't have a lot of health to begin with, so he's not going to get healed as often. Level 350 down. We got 100 more levels to get where I said we'd get. Although I think I guessed twice. I think I guessed level 400 and then level 450. That's okay. I don't think we're going to be level 400. Not with the damage output versus their damage output. Unless we get a healing fairy, because the nurse is... She can do 1 more group heal, and then she'll have 7 left, so she can do 2 single heals after that. Next time anybody gets hit, other than him. I was going to say other than that one soda junkie. But I think next time anybody gets hit, she's going to pop off a group heal. I would love to see a healing very soon. But we actually haven't seen any. She'll probably heal at this point. I don't remember how much health the thief starts with, so... No, not enough damage. The HP regen's kind of helping too. That was the relic I should have taken, but I just like damage. Like, I'm not going to bother sugarcoating it. If I can deal more damage in any way, then I'm going to try to deal more damage. Because if I can kill the enemy before they even get to attack me, then what's the point in the HP regen or anything else, right? Although I don't remember if it added 1% or 0.1%. This isn't good. Because it's going to take 4 of them to do that. They're not going to take her down, so they get 3 attacks. The nurse doesn't have enough to do a group heal. She's probably going to solo heal that Soda Junkie when she comes up to her next turn. Yep. I'd like her to solo heal the Thief as well, because the Thief is the one I don't want to die. But she's gonna single heal that Miner. That's all of her mana, and we don't have any heal stones because we've gotten a few this run, but I really would prefer my Thief not to die because then I don't get all 3 chests at the boss. Which I know doesn't sound uberly important, but it is, especially when I'm rocking this type of gear, right? Because when I have to select a chest, a lot of the time I get like wood, which is essentially useless for building any of the stuff that I need. I very rarely end up getting a good item. No, I don't want the bonus treasure. Please. I was really hoping it would be a healing fairy. It's okay though, it's more ore. I can build a few new things if I have to. Good job. We'll kill him before he gets an attack. And we skipped level 369, so we skipped the one that had 4 enemies. So we took a lot less damage. Oh, nice! A Skull Blade and an Iron Sword +2. Okay, we've got decent weapons for the next run. And we've got enough essence that I can level up that that new relic a little bit. Plus, we are closing in on 50. I mean, with a few different characters, we're at like 39, 40, 41. So we're going to start unlocking those class relics too, and I'm very interested to see what kind of stat boosts they give and how much essence they cost, etc., etc. Obviously, we're not closing in with every type of character, but we are with Huntress, Thief, Nurse, and Soda Junkie. Dark Mage has jumped up, or Blade Master has jumped up to I think level 25 now. When I'm doing my auto runs, I'm using like 3 or 4 Blade Masters, is what I was doing last dimension, just to kind of catch them up in levels, because it does matter. So I went and researched it. It is per battle, not per enemy. However, so let's say I have 4 Huntresses equipped, then they get, each battle counts as 4 XP. So if I want to level up a character quickly, then I equip 3 or 4 of them and auto run 500 levels, and they get 1500 XP. So why would you burp? I get that it does extra damage. What did we get today? Saber level 4. Nice. We're so close to 125k. Like, I get that it's not that close, but it is very close compared to where I thought we would be. And that's exactly what we needed. That is exactly what we needed. We didn't need that, because they're gonna get off. Ooch, ooch, ooch. That's okay. But we're not gonna kill. We're probably gonna kill the snail, but we're obviously not gonna kill the other girl. Dark Slash, of course. 76 damage. Wow. Nurse should have healed there, but that's fine. Got 4 more essence there. This is one of my higher essence runs, actually, because what did I have? 1? I had under 5 for sure when we started. So I've gained like 125-ish. Oh, to have better weapons. At least I prevented the pyro. Oh, they should have killed the pyro guy first. Although I guess the snail does have poison, so. Peel, kill her, injure that one. Dead. Level 390 boss. It's funny how the 390 boss has like 1k health, and the 400 boss is gonna have like 4k probably. It's just, that's a giant leap from one to the next. So I do apologize, this video is definitely going over an hour because we're already there. That healing fairy really saved our butts. So, if we can complete 400, I'll be happy. Like, I would hate at this point not to complete 400, where we're at like 394. And that's just because I don't want to do that 10 levels over for no reason. With our nurse still having so much MP, it should be fine. Plus our... So I'm actually going to take control of the boss fight, because I'm going to use some burps and nailed it and stuff like that. And that way I can control when the nurse heals. Because obviously the janitor hits pretty hard. He's going to hit very hard at level 400, so... you know what? No. This time I'm not even letting it random. I don't want to take the chance. We're too close. Oh, I didn't realize that they poison too. Wonderful. Okay, auto. 1.2% attack, so this actually even does more damage. I don't... see, every time I burp, I make him face good. He turned. Deals high damage to Ore, so it doesn't deal anything to him. That's fine. This does, though. 4 times attack damage to the target. Then we'll burp, which will make him face us. See, this is how it should work out. She can attack because we don't have anybody. She can pilfer because it actually deals more damage. And then he can burp, making him face us again. Although I guess it depends on who he attacks, that's fine. Regular attack. Nailed it. Burp to make him face us, and the nurse should... actually, what I'm going to do is heal with the nurse while I have a chance. Pilfer, and then... Oh yeah, then the poison will kill him. Nice. And I'll turn auto back on. Got a nice piece of armor there. I promise you, I am trying to make this a shorter video, but RNG has been very good to me this video, so I get keys just as I need them, and then I get healing fairies, which allows my nurse to keep on healing. I can't believe we've made it so far with such crappy weapons and armor. But, And we're still killing these mid-bosses before they even get to attack. Let's go this one. Okay. This is going to deal some damage, because that fire, as I said, it increases per tick. So, see there, it only dealt 14, but then next time it ticks, I'm just waiting to see, now it dealt 28. I'm assuming the next one will be double 28, so 56. She healed, which is great. Nope, 42, okay. So we should be getting 3 essence from these guys now, which we are. And at least we're still able to kill at least 2 of them. Well, Spider slowed him, so he's not going to get an attack this turn. Spider slowed him. That sucks. Especially right before a boss. Oh, boss still only got one attack, so we're still doing good. We're getting a lot of gems too, which is great, because we did get some gem gear, so... Although I don't really like the basic